Alright, now, in the modern day, most people take safety for granted. I mean, if you live in a huge mansion with food courts and all the other likes of the sort, then you don't really need to do anything. But if you're like me, and you're a journeyman, and you live in the wilderness, you gotta learn some survivalist tips. Roll the footage. Alright, now the first thing to do when you're in the wilderness is you need to find a steady supply of food and water. Now, luckily, berries and all the sorts grow all over the woods, and it's really easy to know which berries are safe to eat and which aren't. Now, the trick I use is if you eat a lot of berries and you don't feel very good after a while, then you know they're not safe to eat. Now, if you eat a lot of berries and you feel fine, then great, they're safe to eat. And now, quite unluckily for me, I can't really find any berries around here, but there's an elusive can of chili that likes to live around these woods. There's one right there! Let's go catch him before he runs away. Okay, I found the can of chili. Now, with a very careful maneuver, we can safely and easily catch this majestic beast. Must be very quiet. And just like that, you have your very own wild can of chili. Alright, now, this one can of chili should last the average human about 3 to 4 days. But if you're like me and you like to eat a lot, then it should last about 2.5. But I think we caught a really good sized can of chili. There's no beans in it, which makes it even better. And we're gonna have some good eating tonight. But first, we must find a shelter. Now, if you find a giant tree or something that fell over, this can make an excellent place to put right next to your shelter, as it's very cool to look at, and it makes something really cool to wake up to in the morning. Now, for your shelter, I prefer just to lay down in the grass. No protection needed, because what kind of animal is going to come up to a smelly, fat human being like me? But if you're the cozy type, then here's a little trick I learned back in math class. Alright, now there's 2 very easy, simple to follow steps in order to make your dream shelter. Number 1. Grab a good sized stick. Number 2. Lay your stick up against a tree. And there you go. That's all there is to it. Just find a stick, lay it next to a tree, and you got yourself a good place to rest from the day's work. Oh my gosh! Oops! Alright kids, that's all I got for this episode of Journeyman. Now, tune in next episode to see what happens when you want to fight a bear.
To see if Jacob survives his next bear attack, tune in next time for Journeyman, Episode 2. Here's an exclusive sneak peek on Journeyman Episode 2.
Guys, help! There's a bear running after me! I'm gonna die!